We are now joined by our third place finisher, the driver of the number 3 Dow Energy and Water IntelliFresh Chevrolet, Austin Dillon. Austin, talk to us a little bit about your run out there today.
Well, there was a little bit of everything. It started out pretty good, running up front and moving around, chasing guys, and man, we had a fast car. Our Dow IntelliFresh car was fast, and we got in that early wreck when we were 4 wide there with Jamie, and didn't work out. So I'm just proud of my guys, the Dow IntelliFresh guys. Their shirts are probably working perfect today. They're supposed to keep you smelling good, and they worked their butts off. They had 15 stops, and I'm sure that IntelliFresh is still smelling good on those guys. So they had 15 stops. They fixed the damage, never panicked, and that's something we struggled with this year, is kind of panicking when some stuff goes wrong. And we've been meeting about it for the last couple weeks, and just trying to figure out, we can't lose our minds, because sometimes it's just not your day. And, when you think back and halfway through this race, you're not thinking it's your day. And then all of a sudden, when it comes down to it, we just kept our minds in it and kept working on the car and come home with a third-place finish. Just amazing to be a part of a group of guys that worked their tails off for me. I'm so proud of them. Man, fun day.
All right, we'll open up to questions for Austin. If you have a question, please raise your hand, and we'll get a microphone to you. We'll start back here with Mike.
Mike Hemmer, USA Today. Austin, over here, middle.
Gotcha.
It could be argued that some bullets were sort of dodged today with cars flying around everywhere. We've got roof flaps and tried sails and things. Is there anything else that can keep these cars down that should be tried?
I've been asked a couple times already what I think they should do, and truthfully, I'm not an aero guy, but I know with the smart people we have in NASCAR and all the companies that we can probably do something to figure it out, and we need to. I mean, I went flying last year at Daytona, and that's not fun. For guys that haven't done it, it's just not a fun thing to be a part of. And I don't know how to fix it personally, but I know NASCAR will put their efforts toward fixing it. I know they will. They've made the cars safer, and that's reason why these guys we're walking away from these crashes. And I think as a group, all of us want it to be where we're not leaving the ground. So we'll get some smart people on it, and I have total faith in NASCAR that they'll do their job and work on that. But man, wild day.
Pat DeCola, NASCAR.com. Austin, like straight down the middle where Mike was. Okay. Well, you mentioned that you've been in wrecks like this, and we've all seen those. Are you able to kind of enjoy your third-place finish, or are you kind of just, man, I'm glad that's over with?
Truthfully, I don't know everything that happens yet, so I am really excited about my third-place finish because I know what our team went through today. I did just see a video of Allmendinger getting out and looked pretty shook up, so I hope everybody's all right from all these crashes. I haven't really got the chance to look at all of them, but I pray that they're all right, and I think we'll make some adjustments moving forward to, like I said, hopefully kind of safeten up even more. But for us, I'm just proud of our Dow IntelliFresh team, man. Once again, if you guys can see the car, if you go look at it, you would never expect it to get to third. I actually think with it being so draggy and beat up, the one car hooked to us at the end, and he just pushed me all the way through 3 and 4 and gave us a heck of a run. And once I left that air, though, there was not much I was going to be able to do once that guy happened. So I knew it was my last shot off of turn 4, and we just tried it. It was fun to be up there at the end.
We're going to come up front to Bob here.
Bob Pockris, ESPN. You said it was wild, and you said it was fun. I don't know, you didn't see, but there were 2 cars that were upside down at times today. My question is, how can it be both wild and fun?
Well, I've been on the wild side, if you remember my wreck last year, Bob. I know what it's like to do that. I know what it is. And today it didn't happen to me. And I for us, for fun, was just watching my team work in the pits. I had guys climbing on the hoods, beating the hood down. I had guys putting screws everywhere in the car to keep it together. And it worked out for us. I agree. I don't like those wrecks. I mean, I promise you, I have to put myself in a situation I don't want to be in to make it to get into a good situation. You have to put yourself in bad situations that you wouldn't normally do to figure out how to get to the front. And that's where it all comes from. And I don't know personally how to fix it. So the only thing I can do is I know they've got new innovations that they want to do to the cars to make them safer. We need to go ahead and put those in, like the foot box that they've been working on. And as far as aero wise, if we need to put something on the back of the car to keep them on the ground, I'm all for it. I'm all for keeping all 4 tires on the ground, and hopefully we can have a solution by July. And I think a lot of drivers will be a lot more feeling better about it when we get there. If we can do something to keep the tires on the ground, and you'll have guys that like this speedway racing more than they do. We all have to do it. I don't know how many really love it, but I know our moms and wives and girlfriends, they don't like it. So, because they got to watch their loved ones put themselves in situations they don't like. But as part of the game at speedway racing, that's always been, and hopefully we can figure out something to keep them on the ground.
So is it fun if you don't wreck?
If I don't wreck, yeah, I thank the Lord every time I don't wreck. I don't know if it's fun that I don't wreck. Yeah, I made it through it. I'm just thankful, really. Fun was watching my guys, like I said, put the work in a damaged car and having to run to the front. We started 17th with 3 laps to go and finished 3rd. So from 17th to 3rd, that's pretty cool. I had one guy come up to me today in the Dow suite and say, when Dale's last win here, he came from 15th to 1st. Maybe if we started 15th, we could have got there.
We're going to go upstairs to the press box for a question.
Brant James, USA Today Sports. Is it ever galling for a driver that the amount and the spectacular nature of some of these crashes is part of the entertainment value for some fans?
Try not to think of it that way. I've grown up in racing and watched a lot of bad crashes, and I don't think they're true fans if they like the excitement. I think it's more of a person that doesn't really know what goes on. We don't like to be a part of crashes. That's not what our job is to crash. Our job is to compete and have fun out there and put on a show. Putting on a show, in that, crashes happen. So I don't think of it that way. I think people, if they're cheering for crashes, man, it's not a good thing.
Do we have a final question down here for Austin? All right, Austin, thanks, and congratulations on the run today.
Thanks, guys.